What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back, all of my AMC apes, guys. That video is seriously good. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff in today's video, like the Motley Fool, like these new rules, and what on earth is going on with this Ortex data. But first, guys, I want to play a little bit more of this video, more words from Trey and some interviews that he has been on, so you can kind of sum up everything that's been going on and see how powerful this AMC movement truly is. So I'm going to play about 30 seconds more of that video. I think you'll find it very, very valuable, and then we'll get right into the video. With that said, guys, if you enjoy, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on those bell notifications so you never miss an important update on AMC or any of the other stocks that we talk about on this channel. Let's get into it.
To me, it's impressive. The Reddit community, how they unearth things like this. Some of filing, an innocuous filing, page 186. Why do the pros keep underestimating your intelligence and how committed you are to this?
I think these pros, the people who quote unquote are smart money, don't understand that the retail investor is not stupid. The average person out there can put together a lot of different resources, due diligence, crunch numbers, whatever it may be, and find out some really cool things. This is news, but it's not new news. These are things that we have uncovered over the last 6 months as individual retail investors doing research on the stock. I like that question, and I've got something that I would say to short sellers. I'll say this. It doesn't matter if people think you're right. You just have to be right. That's how the stock market works. There's somebody that's right and there's somebody that's wrong. I like to think that the apes are the ones that are going to be right, and I think the apes think that too, and that's what I have to say about that.
What they want people to know is they're fighting for free and fair markets. They want to make sure that the markets aren't tilted in favor of the big guys.
Okay, so that's enough of that video, but anyways, everything that Trey says in those videos is 100% true, and I think it's something that all of us, including myself, do need to be reminded of time over time again. What is very, very important is, yes, those are the hedge funds, yes, those are the billionaires, they are the so-called smart money, we are the so-called dumb money, but that does not mean we cannot win. This day and age, we pretty much have unlimited resources, almost as many resources as them to dig up, find information, and find the next opportunity in the stock market. And that's exactly what a lot of us on this channel and on YouTube are doing, and we are finding big opportunities just like AMC stock. And we're going to show you in this video a list of a bunch of stocks that Jim Cramer recommended at the beginning of this year, how they are performing today, all compared to just one stock, AMC, which we have been talking about since January. And you're going to see what a massive difference there is as far as price appreciation over the last several months. So that's just so important. Just because we are dumb money does not mean we cannot make good plays, does not mean we cannot make an absolute ton of money in the markets. As you can see, we already are from a ton of stocks that just we have discussed on this channel, and obviously there is a ton more that we never even got the chance to cover on this channel. The concept of it really is not hard. It just takes time, it takes effort, it takes commitment, and it takes conviction. All of that which us retail investors have, and we're using all of this information to our advantage and taking advantage of these opportunities in the stock market. So I just want to say shout out to every single AMC investor, every single retail investor out there who is absolutely showing these hedge funds up with our very, very small amount of capital compared to what these hedge funds actually have to play with. With that said, though, let's move into AMC Entertainment, and let's start out with the charts here, because I see something very, very good forming. One, just like we drew yesterday, this triangle is continuing to form. I've had this triangle drawn for about 24 hours now. It started with just 2 points here, but now look, you can see it's continuing to touch 3 and 4, not quite at the top, but it's continuing to touch here on the bottom. And this is very, very good. Why? Because now AMC is in an uptrend, something that I've been talking about and something that I thought was very, very bad in the last several weeks. As we can see, AMC was continuing to reach lower lows and lower highs. This is a downtrend. Every level of support became the next level of resistance, and this was not good whatsoever. Now we can see pretty much a complete reversal here. We're starting to see that we are reaching higher lows once again. As we can see here, here's a low, here's a low, here's a low, and here's a low. Every single one is in an uptrend form of pattern, which obviously is very good. It's showing that AMC is starting to climb. The next thing that I want to see play out here is this horizontal triangle. We could be coming to the end here within the next day or two. We could be seeing a breakout out from this triangle in either direction. And like I always highlight, yes, it is going to go one of two ways. Symmetrical triangles really go one or two ways. There's not like this is a bullish or a bearish pennant. They really can go either way. But what's going to happen is as soon as it breaks out, just like this one, whether it breaks out towards the upwards direction or the lower direction, it is going to break out and it's going to head in that direction violently, just like it did right there, dropping about $10 in under an hour. So definitely something that we want to keep an eye on. Hopefully we can break out towards the upwards direction and retest back over $50 per share, which would be an absolutely amazing number for AMC to be at this current moment. But what else is going on in the market? Let's take a look here. So as we can see from Ortex here, we have an update. It says the current short interest estimate is 14.59% of the free float. So we have not gone over the 15% mark just yet, but nevertheless, we are not still going down, which is a good sign. Obviously, like we talk about pretty much every video, this is full of 100% manipulation, so I always like to highlight that. We know that the short interest is probably over 40%, maybe even over 100%. We really have no idea. This is just 70% of the reported data, but like I always like to say, if this number goes up, the reported short interest, then we know all of the true short interest is going up as well, which obviously leads us closer and closer to that short squeeze actually happening. Now, let's take a look at something very, very interesting here. Take a look at this. This is a closer look at all of the stocks Cramer told his audience to go long in at the start of the year and what they are worth now. It says this is the same part of the media telling you to avoid AMC stock. Just take a look at some of these real quick. As we can see here, ticker symbol UAVS, down 72% in the last 12 months, down 72.6% since February 12th. We can see ticker symbol GRTS. Since January 20th, it is down 70%. We can see Fuel Cell, it is down 62%. We can see Plug, that is down 61%. I mean, these are absolutely massive drops. We can see XL Fleet down 57%. And I know the entire market has taken a beating. A lot of the stocks in our long-term portfolio have taken a beating as well, especially stocks in that EV space. So definitely some of these I am in as well, but nevertheless, I'm not oblivious like Jim Cramer and these other hedge funds to other opportunities in the market, just like AMC. We were one of the earliest channels into AMC in January. Since January, we've been talking about AMC stock, and I made my first buy in January of AMC Entertainment. And if any of you are in AMC and are still holding AMC, obviously you guys are up absolutely massively if you bought in the beginning of the year like all of these stocks. As we can see, all of these are down 50 to 70%, and AMC is up what, almost 1,000% even after the 50 to 60% decline over the last couple of months. I mean, those are absolutely insane returns that some people never ever see in the stock market. We have gotten in just the first 6 months of 2021. So definitely very important. I think a lot of these present long-term opportunities, but nevertheless miss what is right in front of you, like the opportunity for AMC. Obviously, I can't tell you to buy or sell AMC. That is entirely your decision. I can just tell you what we have done on this channel, what I am doing, and the gains that we have made up until this point. Obviously, I have no idea what is to come for the future. Let's move on though and talk about more media. As we can see here, this is the Motley Fool. I have something very, very interesting to share with you about this. It says, instead of AMC, buy this reopening stock. Obviously, that is not the interesting piece of information. This is probably the 200th, the 300th, maybe 1,000th article that literally says the same exact thing. Don't buy AMC, buy this. Instead of AMC, buy this. It's a two-part sentence every single time, and the first one is always do not buy AMC or something bad about AMC, and then they follow it up with buy this stock instead. So obviously, this is not the interesting part. What is interesting is the author of this article, Justin Pope. I decided to look him up on TipRanks to see kind of, does he have a good rating, does he have a bad rating, or what is going on? So I looked him up here on TipRanks, and I was surprised to see, wow, he actually has a pretty high rating here on TipRanks, ranked 1,400 out of 8,000. He's a 4-star analyst, success rate of 69% in an average return of 11.2%. But I was like, wow, and he's going against AMC stock. And then I just looked to the right here to see this. he recommended a buy rating just yesterday on AMC Stock. Now, I really can't confirm if this is the same exact person. It is the same exact name. He is a financial blogger. The profile pictures are different. I just think this is a stock photo though, but I can't confirm 100% if this is the same person. It just seems like it and it looks like it. But if it is, we can see he made a buy rating on AMC Stock just yesterday. Okay, so no idea what's going on with tip ranks. It went completely black. But anyways, just yesterday, he made a buy rating on AMC Stock. Same name, financial blogger, very, very good ratings, almost a 70% success rate. And he made a buy rating on AMC Stock, yet wrote a terrible article on the Motley Fool of do not buy AMC, buy this stock instead, just yesterday on July 26th. Very, very interesting if that is the same exact person. He's writing terrible articles for the Motley Fool, yet he is buying this himself and recommending to buy it on tip ranks. Could this be true feelings versus his job? His job is making him do that. Writing for the Motley Fool is making him write these terrible articles, but also in his free time on his own, he wants to buy and is recommending to his other viewers to buy AMC stock. I have no idea. All I know is the Motley Fool will continue to write these terrible articles, so we kind of have to see straight through them. Moving on here, take a look at this. This is very interesting. It says 1.5 billion shares of AMC traded off exchange in 1 month. That's 300% of shares being traded in the dark pool. This is from May 2021. Absolutely insane. 1.5 billion shares. And listen to this, even more surprising, 22 billion shares of AMC have traded in 2021. It says I can't get over that. It's a simple numbers game. After today, the current float has traded nearly or roughly 50 times just this year. That is absolutely insanity. It says more fake shares. This is 100% true. There is no way of denying this. There is so many fake shares of AMC in this market, which is only going to make this short squeeze even more powerful. Now, I want to wrap up today's video talking about this, which we did talk about yesterday, but if you missed it, I want to share it with you real quick. This is a new rule, NSCC 2021, and this is 010. As we can see here, there are some new rules being implemented by the NSCC, and this is going to benefit both the hedge funds and the retail investors, which I think is a very good thing. So we'll sum it up real quick. Basically, to prevent a market crash, the hedge funds that are in trouble can lend long-term or short-term their long positions to the SLT members in exchange for cash, allowing them to access capital to buy back the shares instead of having to liquidate all of their long positions in big companies like Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, Amazon, whatever it may be, which would obviously cause a fire sale and cause the entire market to pretty much crash. Instead, they'll pretty much be able to take out loans on those long positions and pay interest on them over time. Now, a lot of you are like, why do they get this special privilege? Well, I have no idea. Obviously, the hedge funds get pretty much any special privilege they want. Nevertheless, though, this benefits us and them, which is very, very good. Like I said in yesterday's video, if it was something that just benefited the retail investors, obviously the hedge funds are going to fight it until their death. But since it benefits them as well, I think there's a lot better chance of this rule going through and actually getting enforced, which is very, very good. And in my opinion, it is an absolute win-win. The retail investors will win on AMC stock, but at the same time, the overall market will not crash. So all of your other stocks will continue to stay the same or go up as well, because the hedge funds will not have to liquidate all of those positions just to make up for AMC stock. And I personally like this. If I make 2,000% on AMC stock or even more, who knows the number, but I lose on every single other stock for the next couple of years because it forces all the hedge funds to liquidate all of their long-term positions, then that is pretty much an even bet, maybe even a lose overall. We want both to continue to go up. We want to win on AMC stock and also win on all of our other stocks in the market and not have the entire stock market crash. Just my opinion, but with that said, guys, that is all I have for today's video. I hope you appreciate it and I hope you learned something from today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure and subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications. As always, I will see you in tomorrow's video.